What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Blackweb gaming starter set. Keyboard, headset, mouse pad, and mouse. Now I know how much you guys love my other video, the mechanical one, so I figured, what the hell. How much did we spend on this?
$49.
Something like that. It wasn't a lot.
It was actually marked $59 on the shelf, and we got it for $49.
Something like that. And yeah, so we're going to take a look at it. I guess let's read the box before I crack her open here. Wow, good knife. Alright, so keyboard, 5 customizable macro G keys, 2 LED lighting effects, 19 anti-ghosting simultaneous keystrokes allowed. That's kind of cool. That's good to know. On the headset, we have, oh, look at that. It has a 3.5mm connector splitter. So if you have a laptop with just the microphone and headphone combo, you could split it into 2 for the headset. That's nice to have. You got inline volume controls. Got the headphone jack. The mouse pad claims ultra smooth tracking shirt. Blah, 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 blah. Adjustable headband with boom mic. So it's got a mic on it. So it's like an actual headset. Let's just open it. I'll talk. All right. So here's the keyboard. Wow, it's actually quite heavy. Braided cable with a gold-plated USB. Look at that. That looks pretty decent. I mean, it's membrane, I'll tell you that much. There's a bend test on it. I mean, it's got some bend, but it's got weight to it.
Does it have detachable wrist rest?
It does
like
not,
the
it
standard?
does not. I don't see a wrist rest anywhere, but it does have a fairly decent wrist rest already on it. Doesn't feel too bad. Very sharp keys. We're going to take a look at that later. We'll plug it into a computer. Drivers. Manual. Here is the mouse itself. The mouse. The mouse feels slightly less good. The keyboard felt pretty good. This front feels a little cheap to me. That scroll wheel does not feel good at all. Mouse pad. This is what I'm most excited for. Good size, really good size actually. Blackweb seems to be pretty well made. Good.
Is it weighted?
Rubber, yeah, it's weighted pretty well. Headset. This is what I'm most curious about. I mean, how good can a headset sound that's made by Walmart? Like, honestly. All right, let's take a look here. Here's a little mic. I mean, that mic doesn't even come close to my. I can't. It's got decent noise canceling, not active obviously, but good padding, I guess. So we're gonna play everything in. We're gonna get it working. We're gonna give a mic test. We'll put that in the video. We'll be back once we get it all set up. Okay, so we're back and hooked everything up to this laptop. It's not a gaming laptop, but that's besides the point to test everything. So the consensus, we'll start with the keyboard, okay? Not too bad. I was able to get the speed on it pretty quick. The switches, again, not mechanical. Very membrane, but also not very terrible. There's enough travel on them. The keycaps are okay. I feel like they're going to wear out, and they're very square. They don't have a lot of like edging at all, so that can get irritating. This is just what you get with the keyboard. It's green. You have 2 effects. You have lights standard, and you have light pulse. And I believe you have lights off. Somehow. No, you don't have lights off. That's all you get. But you get brightness. Oh, you do get lights off with the brightness. So you get 5 levels of brightness. And that's it with the keyboard. I mean, it's heavy. I will say that. It's got good weight to it. It's got feet that climb up. It's got good rubber base. It's got a decent braided cable that looks fairly long. There's a Windows key lock function, so you can lock out the Windows key. That's nice for gaming. The LED backlight, despite just being green, there's no RGB on this at all. It's just green. Is bright at max brightness. Go on to the mouse. It's 3700 DPI. 3200, I'm sorry. 3200 DPI. And if we go in here, come to the computer, it is fully customizable RGB lighting. Everything is custom. Everything about it is customizable. You have all these different colors. Again, RGB. You have 2 different lighting effects. You have pulse, which is just a breathing mode, and then you have blink, which does some weird like Morse code or something. I don't know. That's all you get though. But again, it's not incredibly bright. With the lights out, it's decent. But it is full RGB. The weight of the mouse is a bit light. but it's also doesn't seem too bad. It's got all programmable buttons. We can go in here and look at the buttons. Every single button, including left and right click, are programmable, so you could do like B-hop macros in CSGO if you wanted to and whatnot. One thing I thought was funny is if you look at the taskbar here, the software comes up as a Walmart game device. So that's pretty cool. You could reset it pretty easily if you fuck things up. That's always a plus. The mouse is actually probably pretty well rounded for being RGB. It's hard to find RGB mice that cheap. The cheapest one on Amazon is like $17.99. So it's a pretty decent deal right there. Mousepad, I have no complaints. It's black, it's good size, it grips the table well, it lays flat, it's embroidered on the sides, it doesn't fray. Nothing wrong with this mousepad whatsoever. Really good, actually. No complaints from me. Now, this is probably the most controversial one. It feels cheap. It sounds muddy, very muddy bass. No mids to speak of. Highs are muffled. Bass is, again, muddy. But it is loud, I will say that. It's stereo, so you can hear footsteps from left to right. And it's padded fairly decently. They're not uncomfortable. Would you say they're uncomfortable?
No, not uncomfortable.
And the mic, we'll play a sound for the mic for you. The mic, not terrible, actually. The mic sounds pretty decent for a gaming headset. We'll go ahead and give you a demo. This is a test of the Blackweb gaming headset microphone. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy brown dog. That's just so we don't have to edit in the audio. We're lazy. We just want to film this all in one take. So yeah, the mic isn't bad. So this is a fairly decent starter headset. Other than the audio quality, I'd pick up something better than this fairly quickly. This would be the first thing I would replace, this headset. I mean, you could look at it just flopping around in my hands. But it is braided. It does have inline volume and mute, which is going to be the first thing to break, I guarantee it. And it's got this splitter thing, so if you have, like for example, this iPad has just one jack, where the third one is the microphone. It splits that off into these two, so you could use your headset and your microphone, which is very useful. That's good that they include that. I actually do like that they include that. Because you could get a lot of headsets that'll just come like this, and you're going to need this splitter, and you already have it with this. That's nice. So my consensus for $49. This is a very good value, especially the mouse and the mouse pad. I basically have no complaints. It's 3200 DPI. The grip for my palm, kind of palm claw hybrid, is fine. There's nothing I can complain about really. The sensor is an optical sensor. 3200 DPI. I mean, I have no complaints with it. I'm sure using the computer is fine with it. It feels all right. Again, I'm not a super competitive gamer like a CSGO guy who would play in tournaments or something and notice insane amounts of lag. But if that's you, you're not spending $50 on a setup anyway. The keyboard, I got up to speed pretty quickly on it. It's not exactly what I like in a keyboard, but it seems to be built pretty well. It glows, and the keys feel decent. So I'm going to give this package a buy recommendation, because if you come here, I guess I closed it, but I basically built something comparable from name brands on Amazon in my cart, and I was not able to do it in not nearly the price. If you look here, I got a cheap Logitech gaming keyboard for $39 and a Razer Death Adder, which is a controversial mouse, but these are both RGB, and I'm already up to $64. So this setup for the money is basically unbeatable. And I think if you're just building your game PC and want a cheap set of peripherals to just start with, nothing wrong with this. And yeah, it's going to get a buy from me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate. Hit that like button, dislike it if you disliked it, do all that stuff. And may or may not see you next time. Thanks, guys.